Hey there gamers, DreamcastGuy here, and today we're talking about Donkey Kong Bananza because I just played it. They actually have a special demo they've been putting up at certain places like Walmart and Target. I've seen a bunch of demo kiosks in Japan and stuff, but they randomly put one up right next to my house. So I wanted to run over there and play it because, to be honest, I did buy a Nintendo Switch 2 day one, but I've been a bit disappointed by the launch game specifically. I just am not the biggest Mario Kart fan. Mario Kart World, it's just not been that satisfying. When I buy a next-gen console, I like there to be that specific next-gen experience, right? I want to play a game that feels so advanced that it feels like it's impossible to run on last gen. That's what Donkey Kong Bananza feels like. After playing this demo, I instantly want to buy the game. I instantly want to play the game. But more than that, it does feel like it better conveys the power and difference of the Nintendo Switch 2. But let me talk about the goods and the bads. Hi, hope you're having a great day, and if you could please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Excuse the strange camera angle. So what I had to do was, the demo is 15 minutes long. What I did is I took my phone and I propped it on a gift card little stand card holder thing, so the camera angle has to be weird. And also there were a bunch of employees talking about office drama and stuff and who Cheyenne's kissing and stuff like that, so I can't show you the audio. But trust me, the music is extremely good. And I want to say that something that caught me the most off guard, the second you start playing this, something that works so incredibly good about Donkey Kong Bananza is the impact. This is like a term I feel like people have been using more lately, which is like when a game manages to have a visual language, a kinetic feeling to it that just feels good. It like just tingles in your brain. Think about catching Kratos' axe in God of War or swinging in Spider-Man. You know, that kind of feeling where even if you don't actually feel it, it still feels like hell yeah. Playing this game, whenever you're punching rocks or digging down or smashing up that next big banana, there's this slight vibration to the controller. There's this nice communication to it on the screen that just feels good. Like, it just felt good whether I was digging, whether I was climbing on stuff, whether I'm ripping off boulders and throwing them at monsters and stuff. All of it just felt so great. So what is this demo? The 15 minutes, unfortunately, does include the opening cutscene, and there's a cutscene in the middle. There's also a cutscene towards the end, it felt like. So I do suggest that if you do happen to see one of these demo kiosks, skip the stupid little opening movie. It's fine. It's basically a bunch of monkeys, and they're all digging, and then they go, "Hey, Donkey Kong, time for you to dig. Oh no, now you're in the super underground." So the demo begins with you in this mine, and this is sort of the early tutorial section where you get a chance to talk to the other monkeys, and they kind of explain, hey, press Y to punch. Here's how you climb. Here's how you do a double jump. But after that first thing, once you get past that, that's when the demo super opens up. And I have to say that everybody's making the comparison that this is the Nintendo Switch 2's Mario Odyssey moment, and it absolutely is. This game feels so much like Mario Odyssey, but not sort of in like the combat language, but instead the fact that when you play Mario Odyssey, the best part of it by far, in my opinion, is that you really can just go in any direction and find the supermoons, right? Here's a hidden puzzle. Here's a mini boss. Here's a little intricate weird thing. You swam in this pool. You unlocked this thing. It's nice that every single direction is fun. This feels like that. I really had so much fun just literally digging down, using special abilities, talking to people. There is some stuff in this that I definitely don't understand yet. Because it was a 15-minute demo, I started trying to go as quick as possible because I wanted to see stuff, right? So there are all sorts of gold chunks, and it looks like Mario coins and stuff. I don't know what any of that is for. I did notice that as you get more and more of the bananas, that unlocks stuff in the skill tree. And the skill tree gives you extra abilities and extra health. Now, again, I purposely did not want to spend a long time on the talent trees and stuff because that timer keeps ticking. I also wish that because this is a 15-minute demo, I wish they said the timer on the screen. Just a personal gripe. With any demo, if it's timed, I wish they would just show you the time instead of it being some vague number. But what's really cool about this game is that even though this takes place in the underground, it's you as Donkey Kong and your little friend Pauline. Pauline is trying to be the world's best singer, and she has the ability to help you transform. Now, In this demo, I only had a chance to transform once, and I went into just a basic, bigger, beefier version of Donkey Kong, but not only do I move faster, smash faster, dig faster, it also gave me better sonar. One of the abilities that Donkey Kong has is that when he claps his hands together, it makes these like waves that let you detect nearby bananas, which sounds so goofy, but it is an interesting mechanic. The same way that in Mario Odyssey, there's just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of those super moons you're collecting. In this, it is cool that the bananas are all over the place. There's really minor ones. Hey, you dug into a wall. Hey, you found this hidden one underneath a rock. But it is cool that because the world is so destructible, I dug into walls and found optional bosses. I went underground and found a little hidden challenge battle arena. At one point, once they taught me how to throw rocks, there are these rocks that are explosive. There's like these big purple cubes. You can rip off chunks of them, wad it up sort of, and then throw it. And when you throw it, it detonates like TNT. Very satisfying. But I did notice that there are these guys who have like a clay skeleton or like a clay shell, and you shatter it and then you break their gold skeleton. That's what some of the mini bosses and stuff were. But for this one, I like got a key, and then once I got the key, I put it in there, and it opened up another thing that gave me another random cool unlockable. I like the fact that everything in this feels very, very rewarding, but also it just looks so beautiful. I mean, I have to say that I really do like the fact that this is a better visual display about just how good the Nintendo Switch 2 actually looks. The big skybox, the cool sunsets, all the nice environments, and it was nice just smashing around into everything. I did see some people saying, oh, so the whole game's going to be punching? I mean, I guess in the same way that the whole game of Mario is just about jumping on Goombas. It's that is the gameplay loop, and I've only played for 15 minutes, obviously, but that first 15 minutes, I instantly want so much more of it. There's something so satisfying just about traversing and honestly being able to dig through everything. I had a little bit of slowdown during the course of this demo. I think my only two concerns about this game at all is one, there was quite a bit of slowdown here and there, but I noticed it wasn't when I was digging, it wasn't when I was fighting, so it wasn't in those like crucial moments. It really came down more to like, it felt like hidden load screens. Whenever the game was getting ready to like take me to the next area, things would get real choppy for a couple seconds. I'm totally fine with it, especially because this is a demo. A lot of demos have this as a problem. A lot of demos and betas, we play a lot of those on the channel, and a lot of times they're earlier builds of the game. Obviously, they're not going to be pristine and perfect, but that slower frame rate definitely looks a bit strange. But the other concern I kind of have is I really want to see more about how we're going to go from zone to zone, if that makes sense. And the fact that this opening area looks really, really big, but some of the maps we had in Mario Odyssey were definitely a lot bigger and a lot better than others. I want to see all badass banger maps. I want to see all big, crazy maps. This game does feel initially much larger than a lot of the biggest worlds of Mario Odyssey, but I guess we're going to find out. Initial impressions, I really, really like it. I really want to play this game more right this instant. This 100% should have been a launch game. They should have released this right the heck now, so it should be on my shelf right next to Mario World. But how do you feel? Are you still excited about Donkey Kong Bananza? Are you jealous they got a chance to play it? Well, suck a banana. Be sure to give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and please keep dreaming. Oh man, how rad, how rad.